Hi guys, welcome to a new video. This is the practice number 7. This is an alphanumeric LCD screen control. The goal of this practice is to improve exercise number 12 and it will show a message with the student's full name and the student ID. So let's start. Okay, first we open microchip, here we are, and then the MCC. I have here the MPLAB code configurator. Okay, then we go to system model. Remember the clock source on external clock and the 16 megahertz. And here in pin manager grid view, I don't have any close because the pins stay open because they are set manually in the code or in the library. In this case, the LCD. Okay, and of course in pin model I don't have anything. So that's everything for the MCC. Then we generate the non-file, save configuration, and we can close the MCC. Okay, then we go to Solution Explorer here, and then I look where the project is located here, and I am going to add the libraries. Okay, I right click, then on Add, exist an item. Okay, and I look where are all my libraries, and I have here. In the LCD, I have 4 libraries, and are this, and this. And I'm going to add one by one. Okay. So, well, I'm not going to add anything because when I did this project, I added. Okay, so let's start with the code. Okay, and I have here the code, so let me explain you line by line. Okay, in the first line that is include MCC generate files is the configuration that we set on the MCC. The utility is about the libraries, and this is a library to control an LCD screen, like commands, printing, position, etc. And of course, this is a library that we add on Solution Explorer. And here are all the messages that I want to show. My full name and my student ID. Okay, well, when you see the physical circuit, you are going to see that my LCD doesn't show the first part. So I add some spaces before the message to show everything. Okay, what you are going to see on the other video. Okay, and then the main void is the main function in C++. Here it starts with the code. This is the time in milliseconds. And here this initializes with all the configure hardware like ports, pin, etc. Okay, and this is the while that is an infinite loop. Okay, so here the LCD Gutoxi, this moves the cursor to row 1, column 1. And here is going to show the first message. Okay, if you look at this, the chart STR, I have 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The 1 is my name, the 2 is the last name, the 3 is a student ID, and the 4 are the numbers. Okay, so here I'm going to show the first part, my name, and then I'm going to show my last name, and this is the time that will show these messages, and the LCD command, this is going to clean the message to show the other part, and this is the same, but of course I'm going to show the other part, that is the student ID, the str3 and the str4, that are this, and it's going to clean again and it starts again. Why? Because the while is an infinite, so it's going to show infinite times all these messages. And this is everything for the code, so let's go to the simulation and you can see. Okay, now we are here on Proteus to start with the simulation. Okay, first we start by adding the add mega 328 pin, and then I'm going to do a zoom. Okay, I will connect two resistors of 4700 ohms, and the first resistors goes to PC5 and the second resistors goes to PC4. And then I have here the model that is the PCF 8574, and I will connect the SCL to the four resistors that goes to PC5, and the SDA that goes to the second resistor and goes to PC4. and A0, A1, and A2 connect to ground. And then I have here the LCD screen. Okay, and the connections. Okay, the RS goes to P0, RW to P1, the E to P2, the D4 to P4, D5 to P5, D6 to P6, and D7 to P7. And the button of reset, and that's everything. But if I want to do a simulation, I will go again to microchip, and I have here, for example, I have here the code, and I go to Solution Explorer and do a double click on the LCD point H. Okay, and I have here, and I have two options if I want to do the physical circuit and the simulation. In this case, I'm going to do first the simulation, so I have this line active. But if I do the physical circuit, I'm going to active this, and I'm going to add this to have the physical circuit. But in this case, I'm going to active this and this no. Okay, so add the book. I'm going to, okay. Then I set the configuration, and then I go again to Proteus, I double click on the Add Mega. Okay, and I upload the code on point L, and then here on full swing crystal and the 60 megahertz, I accept and play. Okay, my name, and then I'm going to wait some seconds to show the other part, that is the student ID. Okay. And then here's the student ID 24010048. And that's everything for this video. So thank you so much for watching this, and bye.